He's one of those sad cases in pro wrestling that I just feel will never, ever become what he could have been. He's always going to be that what if story.
Yeah.
And those are the saddest, honestly.
They are.
Oh, well, there's another what if story. In fact, we have a whole list of what ifs, and those are the comings and goings, Pacey.
Yes, indeed.
And we'll start off this coming and going with Matt Hardy, who announced on his YouTube show that he's going to let his contract with WWE expire. In fact, as of this recording, it has expired. He said, "This is what happened as of this current time. I have decided to let my contract with WWE expire. I'm going to become a free agent, and that's not saying I'm never, ever going to return to WWE.
Okay, Chris Jericho.
It's just time for me to take a break and become a free agent. I didn't want to leave WWE because it is my home. The reason I needed to leave WWE is because when it comes to my creative stance and my outlook on myself and my career and how I wanted to go for these last 3-4 years that I have left to spend in-ring active competitor, I just think to myself in WWE, we're on two different pages." Now, WWE's official response is, WWE thanks Matt Hardy for his contributions to the sports entertainment and the WWE universe and wishes him the best in his future endeavors.
Oh, jeez.
At least he got future endeavored. Some people get less than that.
Yep. I think it's funny he feels like he's guaranteed a Hall of Fame spot, and like vindictive Vince could say no at any moment. You know what I mean? We'll just put Jeff in.
Vince could, but I don't think
it'll happen. He will still go in the Hall of Fame, but
yeah.
And then he had a little meeting with Matt and Nick Jackson.
And Impact Wrestling, both.
Yes. Well, he's a free agent, and if he's a free agent...
Yeah, I feel like he's just going to hit everybody up and get everybody talking. And
what if he just remains a free agent and works for everybody, and the Broken Universe is everywhere?
Why doesn't he? Is the question.
I'm fine with that.
That's the question. Why doesn't he?
I am entirely fine with that. That's the best. Dude, you'd really change wrestling everywhere. Yeah.
Right?
And as much as we were so happy for him to finally get free from Impact, I guess, I'm excited to see him go back to Impact.
Yeah, because it's a completely different structure than when he left. There's not the same people in charge. There's not the same people in creative. In fact, a different company runs it. When he worked there, it was Panda Energy that owned it, and right now it is Owl. What's the Owl? I'm running a blank on the Owl. Starts with an
Anthem.
A. Anthem, thank you. Yes, it's Anthem. So, actually,
I had to go back and think about Rebby Hardy tweets.
Right. Yeah, I think he would, honestly, he's perfect anywhere, whether it's a behind-the-scenes role or in front of the scenes. Obviously, he makes it sound like he wants to keep wrestling. AEW is going to give him great money. I would love to see him there. MLW could use him for the boost. That would be awesome. He's worked Ring of Honor. They'd love to have him. There's just something about him and Impact that have the history that I would love to see him go back to Impact. Just me personally. I'm just a mark. That's a mark talking.
It would be good to see him go back to Impact. MLW, NWA, anywhere, everywhere. Just give us more Matt Hardy.
Anywhere that I can watch Matt Hardy, give it to me.
Broken Matt Hardy. Let him be exactly what he wants.
Yep, I agree. Yeah.
And the cool thing is like he's on his YouTube, he's been playing it out like there's this demon inside of him that's threatening to destroy everything. So he's got like this multiple personality thing going on where every promotion he's in, it could be very different.
I would love it. I would love that. He's a different.
I feel like that demon inside of him is what's going to AEW.
Like Split, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He could be like Split and go to a different one. Matt Hardy's wherever he goes, he's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
Other than WWE. He went to WWE and he wasn't amazing.
yeah. We were really excited for that too, and that didn't.
Sorry.
Finally, Vince is going to see it and he's going to change everything. Nope. I mean, we got the Fiend out of it, but then Goldberg beat him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Matt Hardy left, and Jun Akiyama is in, and she will be a guest coach at the WWE Performance Center.
He will. Yes, he will.
I'm sorry. That's very, very, yes.
Don't assume his gender!
I guess I played as a male June in Tekken too, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Yes, I did. Okay. Well, he'll be a guest coach at the WWE Performance Center from May 12th to 2/2/2N.
For a long time, bitches.
I didn't know dates could roll over like that. I
don't know what that is.
That's a lot more leap years forward, I think.
It's a hell of a typo that I don't know what it was.
Akiyama.
I'm guessing the 22nd.
Yeah, probably.
I'm guessing 22nd. We're gonna call it 22nd. Keep going.
Akiyama, now 50, was instantly one of the best pro wrestlers in the world upon his debut in 1992. Similar to Kurt Angle, is someone who immediately became an in-ring wizard very early on in their career. He was a regular with All Japan until leaving with Mitsuharu Misawa when he had led in Exodus to form Pro Wrestling Noah in 2000. Akiyama returned to AJPW in 2013, which had gone through several different owners and changes by then, and has remained one of the most important figures in the promotion since. Akiyama is heading to the United States, and meeting with Triple H has been rumored since June of 2019, which has led to a lot of unconfirmed speculation that WWE and All Japan could be forging an alliance, as WWE has been looking for ways to establish an NXT Japan brand in that country.
Yeah, I hope this isn't the start of that.
Yeah, no, never NXT Japan. Please, no. Let's get rid of NXT UK.
I'm okay with that.
Pretend it never happened, and I mean, I guess they're picking up steam, is what I hear, but
they are. But it is killing from all accounts, it's killing the independents.
Right. It's American wrestling
European
in Britain.
market.
It's not British wrestling anymore.
Yeah. That being said, I think it's super amazing and so beneficial for the folks down in the Performance Center to have Jun Akiyama come there and be a guest coach for a few weeks.
They'll never be allowed to use any of the stuff he teaches them in the ring, but
they will be able to in NXT, but not on the main roster, for sure. But yeah, I mean, if I was them, I'd just sit back and I would sponge up everything that man has to say. When he itches his ass, when he sneezes, when he runs his hand through his hair, I would take notes on every single thing, and I would completely copy that, because there's no greater human being that you could find living today to learn from than Jun Akiyama. But if there was, Pasty, it'd be Peter Rosenberg. Of course, I Josh. But yes, WWE announced today that radio personality Peter Rosenberg will actually return to the company as an analyst for its monthly pay-per-view kickoff shows beginning this Sunday for Elimination Chamber. In his new role, Rosenberg will serve as special correspondent for various WWE Network shows and upcoming specials. I guess I didn't realize he had left.
No, I didn't realize that either. I like him when he does stuff for WWE. My favorite, though, was that show he had with JBL on the network. Bring It to the Table.
Okay,
before JBL got killed. Because they brought too much to the table.
They brought a lot to that table, buddy. Don't bring so much to the table.
No, I like Peter Rosenberg. I don't know if Sam Roberts is still fucking around with WWE or not, but if we get more Peter and less Sam, I'm happy. I used to like Sam Roberts.
Yeah, I used to like him too, and he became kind of a shill, and then I don't know what kind of happened. It seems
then he grew
that
beard, and then it was not acceptable any longer.
It seems that a lot of folks, you know what? Maybe I'm the what do you want to call them? One of the not elitists, but anyways, it's like, yeah, as soon as somebody gets a little too played out, I'm not with them anymore. It's like Sam Roberts. I enjoyed him, but once he started working with WWE, and he
then
did
all
it
of
for
his
the
guests were just WWE stars.
well, and he did it for the right reasons. Like if you own a brand, you are going to do what you can to make the most money for that brand. And I don't dog him for what he did, but it's like I'd listen to his show and he'd start like defending the stupidest WWE
I'm not a WWE
ever.
shill, but I'm gonna shill all over this podcast for
But
them.
oh my God, that time that they had the dog shit in the middle of the ring and then they put powdered sugar on it and had somebody eat it. That was like the most amazing thing I ever watched. And I'm like, well, shut up, you dumbass. Of course it's not.
And that's the thing. Like, I heard he's not really working with them anymore. And so I was like, maybe his podcast will be good again. But I haven't went back.
Yeah, if he's not, I wouldn't mind listening to it again. Because he does have wrestling knowledge outside of WWE. Yeah. He really does. He's a fan, 100%. But I don't know. Oh. He's not a good guy.
Welcome back, Pete Rosenberg. I look forward to you hawking WWE Network specials in my face on a pre-show that I don't watch anyway. Most of the time, I'll watch WrestleManias because that's the kind of guy I am. Why not sit for 10 hours? Bad boy Joey Janela has cut back his AEW schedule so he can return to Game Changer Wrestling on a full-time schedule. While on Wrestle Inc. Daily Podcast, he explained the decision to spend more time away from AEW. At first, AEW was telling me I couldn't do any dates. Suddenly, I start seeing people popping up at Northeast Wrestling and found out I could do indies. I'm back now, full-time on the indies. My work was really suffering from the lack of dates. I had a certain flow, and apparently I don't. And once you go from wrestling 4 or 5 times a week to twice a month, your work is going to suffer no matter what. They didn't want me wrestling for other promotions, but they were letting everyone go to the indies, so there was nothing they could do, said Janela. The match I had last Saturday with GCW was a 35-minute match. I'm coming back for the work. I'm coming back to be the best wrestler I can to make my future the best it could be, the bad boy added. I don't think AEW wants anything to do with GCW, to be honest. I don't see why some talent can't work for some of the shows. We're just hitting strides now, and I'm more involved now with GCW than before. Joey Janela is good for AEW, but there's so many people trying to find a spot, it's probably best for him to pull back at this moment.
Yeah, honestly, I feel the same way. I think he's going to make more money and do more for the Joey Janela brand.
Same with, who's the other hardcore one that started off with AEW we don't see anymore?
Havoc?
Yeah, Jimmy Havoc, there you go.
Yeah, he's more of an MLW. He was an MLW guy that they would use. Yeah, and he does good in MLW. He's still putting on amazing shows. Yeah, Janela, he does his Joey Janela Spring Break with GCW, makes tons of money there. It's one of the biggest pro wrestling events of the years. It sounds
to me, though, like he wants to work a WWE schedule.
No, it doesn't. Holy buckets.
He wants to wrestle 4 or 5 times a week.
Yeah, if he can get, I would agree with that. That he's willing to put the work in and pay. Yeah, I think he would. He seems like that. He seems like, or at least be put onto every show. Which, of course, when you have a 2-hour show, you can't do that. That's not feasible.
Well, even a 3-hour show has a hard time.
Yeah, not everybody's going to get onto it. So it's good for him. It's interesting to see the other side. AEW comes up and offers alternative, but even AEW it isn't going to be the golden land where everybody who's an indie darling can come to and just make money. It's like, well, yeah, some people are still going to be used sparingly. Mm-hmm. And for him, it's like, it works better for me to work the indies and then, make an appearance here or there. He doesn't bury AEW at all in this interview, at least nothing that I read.
He likes to drink a lot, too, and probably has some stuff because of that, some extra baggage. And with Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford in AEW, maybe he's better off to not be in that environment. You know what I mean?
I guess I've never read anything about his drinking, so I don't know.
Well, I mean, he got drunk and fought with Enzo at a concert.